Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you today for another French perfume review. I'm back, I missed you a lot, and today I'm going to show you, to describe you a very beautiful, iconic French perfume. Beautiful aldehyde. But before coming to this review, I just want to introduce myself. So I'm Alice and I review every week iconic, classy, elegant perfumes. Some of them are raw and vintage. So if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe and to leave a comment. And today I'm going to review a beautiful perfume, very iconic, super French iconic perfume with an old school vintage touch. I just fell in love also with the scent, the smell. This is a very warm, powdery aldehyde perfume with an oriental hint, and this perfume combines different notes. It's warm, it's golden, it's licorice a little bit. It's also animalic, it's romantic with a bouquet of different delicate flowers, and everything combined gives something super nice. A very French perfume with a boudoir scent, a little bit animalic also, and a very gourmand, super gourmand smell, scent, super French. So tonight I'm going to review Arpège by Lanvin. Look at this beautiful bottle. So I was lucky to find a vintage bottle, so this bottle is a vintage version, but I'm so glad I was able to find a vintage bottle because there are differences, big differences between the new and the ancient version. I know this perfume has been reformulated a lot actually. And let's describe a little bit this perfume. Let me introduce you the style of this perfume and the name. Just by the name, you're gonna understand also the style of arpège. Arpège, or arpeggio in Italian, means a musical chord of different notes played together very quickly by the musician. It's like a combination of different notes, and combined together they give something very harmonized. It's like an accord and symphony. So combined together it's beautiful. They just play very well, even they are very different. And I think the style of this perfume is exactly like that. You're gonna find a very fruity, opening fruity notes with the pink roses and peaches, the peach on the opening. So very fruity on the opening, very romantic with a big boudoir scent because of this beautiful aldehyde. So the aldehyde in this perfume is not like the aldehyde in Chanel No. 5. It's not soapy, it's not clean, it's not fresh. No, this aldehyde is very floral, very flowery, with a very opulent, rich bouquet. And you're gonna get this very sweet, very delicate powdery scent. So the aldehyde in this perfume is very romantic. You're gonna get also a very opulent, rich bouquet of different flowers, from the ylang-ylang to the camellia and the roses, of course. And on the base, you're gonna get something very animalic, a little bit rustic actually, but very animalic, with the liver, the musk, the amber and oriental perfume, and a hint of vanilla, which gives something very sweet and very gourmand, like a tarte tatin. So as you can see, there are different notes, but when they are played together in this perfume, it gives something very warm, very oriental. And the aldehyde in this perfume is not soapy, it's not clean, it's a very warm, very powdery, sweet aldehyde, very floral. So it's very different compared to the Chanel No. 5. And if I have to describe this perfume, it's warm, it's golden, it's even a little bit licorice, as you can see, you know, the color of the bottle. It's very licorice, a little bit resinous actually, because of the hint of the vanilla, the musk and the amber on the base. It's a little bit animalic, so it's a warm oriental aldehyde perfume. I think also it's a beautiful summer perfume because it's not loud, not stinky at all. Some perfume like that, you know, with a very oriental, very golden, can be a little bit stinky, especially for long, very heavy, very hot summer nights. But this perfume is light at the same time. It's fresh at the same time, but it's sweet. It's not green. You're not gonna find something very green. There's no mossy or green note in this perfume, but it's light. It's not a stinky oriental perfume. Beautiful composition, beautiful perfume. Reminds me a little bit of Gianni Versace actually. There's something like that, you know, beautiful licorice perfume, sweet golden warm oriental, and this beautiful aldehyde. I never smell an aldehyde like that. It's not soapy at all. It's very flowery, very warm. I love this perfume. So if I have to describe Arpege in just 3 words, I'm gonna say this perfume as a boudoir scent. It reminds me a lot of the boudoir scent from the 17th or even the 18th century. Boudoir is a very French, a very specific scent. It's very sweet, very delicate, very romantic. It's a little bit pinky, and you're gonna find this boudoir scent probably on the opening and also with the aldehyde on the dry down. It's very gourmand, so it's another word, very pleasant but gourmand. Reminds me a little bit of a tarte tatin you can eat in France. Very gourmand dessert with the vanilla, the musk. So there's something very gourmand in this perfume, very golden, very warm. And the other word will be baroque. This perfume has a very baroque style. It's very warm, it's very intoxicating too. There are many different notes, like I said in my introduction. You're gonna find something very animalic combined with a very romantic, sweet boudoir scent with the aldehyde. Aldehyde usually is very feminine, very romantic. It's also at the same time fruity on the opening, but also woodsy on the back. So all this different combination, all this different style. This perfume is very baroque. First, boudoir. This perfume has something very boudoir in the scent, and it's probably because of the aldehyde. The aldehyde is very powdery in this perfume. Like I said, it has nothing to do with Chanel No. 5. The Chanel No. 5 has something very soapy, very clean, very fresh. But this one is very powdery, flowery, very opulent, very warm. And it gives something very sweet. You know, the boudoir in France, the boudoir has something it's a smell which is very distinctive, very unique. It's a little bit pinky, fruity, and there's something very sweet on the dry down. And you're gonna find this boudoir scent because of the fruity opening with the peach on the opening of this perfume. It's very peachy. Also, of course, the boudoir scent in the aldehyde. So the aldehyde also is very creamy. It's very creamy. It's not soapy, it's creamy, it's silky, it's buttery. And the boudoir scent to this perfume gives something very sweet, super feminine, and at the same time very warm, very golden. It's a beautiful boudoir effluve on the opening and also on the dry down. So this aldehyde is warm, is flowery, is creamy, is buttery, a little bit silky. This is a beautiful powdery smell, very feminine, very rich, also beautiful direction. Second, it's a very delicious perfume, very gourmand. I love this gourmand direction in this perfume. It reminds me a lot of the tarte tatin you can eat. So tarte tatin is a French dessert, and you're gonna find a lot of butter combined with apple and of course a delicate caramel, a little bit very golden. The caramel should be super golden actually, not burned but golden. And I love this, you know, this perfume reminds me of this French dessert. There's something very warm, super golden in this perfume, super licorice. As you can see, look at this beautiful color, this beautiful resinous licorice color, exactly like this perfume, and also exactly like a beautiful tarte tatin, like the caramel of the tarte tatin. So the peach on the opening is very sweet, but it's very like a dried fruit. It reminds me of dried fruits, even candied candied, you know, peach, very candied fruits. And look at this beautiful color. It's very licorice, a little bit resinous, so super sweet dried fruits on the opening. And you can even smell, it's not listed on Fragrantica, but I can smell the licorice also on the opening, on the dry down of this perfume. And you're gonna also smell the creaminess of the sandalwood. This sandalwood is very creamy, a little bit buttery. It reminds me of a French tarte tatin. You're gonna find a lot of butter actually in this tarte. And on the dry down, yeah, it's very warm, very sweet because of the vanilla, also some woody notes also on the back, on the base of this perfume. So this perfume is delicious, and you're gonna also find something very spicy with the coriander, and actually can smell, I can really smell the coriander on the dry down of this perfume, which gives something very unique and very different with the aldehyde. So if you love coriander, if you love some spiciness or spicy notes into perfume, you're gonna love also this one. Third, baroque. This perfume is super baroque. Like I said, you know, an arpège, it's an accord, a symphony of very different notes. And this perfume has a very baroque, unique style. It's a little bit intoxicating too, which reminds me of Gianni Versace. You're gonna find something very warm, a warm boudoir, very rich, very opulent, also on the dry down. It's a little bit mischievous, so very sexy, but not tacky, not vulgar. And there's something very sweet, very sweet with this perfume. Not sugary, but very sweet, that I love. So the combination of the romantic aldehyde, rich, opulent, romantic bouquet of flowers, very boudoir, sweet, super sweet, very dry, opening peachy notes. Combined with some very animalic notes, very super animalic with the liver, the musk and the amber, very creamy, buttery sandalwood also, and the very sweet, delicate hint of vanilla, also the spiciness of the coriander. So you can see all these different notes combined together give something very original, very baroque to this perfume. It's warm, it's golden, it's resinous, also it's oriental, and this beautiful boudoir scent with the aldehyde. I love this perfume. I really fall in love with this scent, with the style of this perfume. So let's start to smell this perfume. I can't resist also to smell. Oh la la, this is such a beautiful Gourmand perfume. It's something very unique, very original. If you love oriental, if you love golden, warm perfume, but you know, not loud. This perfume is not loud. There's something very tender, very sweet. Oh la la, oh my god. Oh la 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 la. This is such a delicious perfume, such a delicious, with something very, oh la la, very delicate. All these different notes, super sophisticated, super warm, super golden. Very vibrant. This perfume is super vibrant too. And I really smell the aldehyde, this boudoir scent aldehyde combined with a hint of very buttery vanilla. And the aldehyde is super creamy. There's no soapy notes in this aldehyde. It's super creamy, super flowery, super powdery, but warm. It's very golden, a very beautiful golden aldehyde. Beautiful night perfume. So currently, you know, I'm wearing this perfume during my night time. If I have to go out for a drink with a friend, for a night, for a party, I love to wear this perfume at night. It's a beautiful night perfume. And the projection is very strong, very intense. It's very long lasting too. So beautiful, intense, oriental with this beautiful aldehyde too. Yeah, beautiful perfume. So on the opening, you're gonna find this powdery Boudoir powdery scent with the aldehyde. So it's powdery, it's flowery, it's sweet. You're gonna find also some very dried, you know, like I said, dried, fruity, peachy notes. It's even candied fruit actually. You're gonna find the lily of the valley, the honeysuckle, the neroli, and the bergamot. But in the vintage version, I don't smell the bergamot very much. I don't smell something green or fresh actually. Nothing like the citrus on the opening in the new version. I recall very well, last time I smelled the new version, I really find the citrus. I really find the citrus in something very fresh on the opening of this perfume. It's not like that in the vintage version. It's more sweet, powdery, warm, resinous, dried, candied fruits, very sweet. And on the middle, you're gonna find, of course, this opulent, romantic, and rich bouquet of different flowers. The jasmine, the ylang-ylang, the lily of the valley, the iris, the coriander, the rose, the lily, the geranium, and the beautiful pink camellia. And this bouquet is also combined with a spicy hint, a spicy touch with the coriander, and I really smell the coriander. I love coriander into perfume. It gives something very unique, very original. On the base, you're gonna find a very creamy, very buttery sandalwood combined with the amber, the vetiver, the musk, the benzoin. So that's why it's very resinous also because of the benzoin. And you're gonna find the vanilla and the patchouli. So it's a beautiful, you know, beautiful combination of different notes. Yeah, it's warm, it's golden, it's very delicious, it's creamy, buttery. It's like I just want to eat, I want to eat a beautiful tarte tatin with this very hint of vanilla and caramel. It's super gourmand, super classy, super elegant oriental perfume, beautiful, beautiful summer night perfume. I think it's perfect for a long, hot summer night. So today I made a review of Arpege by Lanvin, beautiful, the aldehyde perfume, beautiful, elegant, classy perfume. So if you know this perfume, because I know that many of you have asked for this review, and I don't count how many times people mention Arpege by Lanvin. Of course, I know this perfume, but I'm glad I rediscovered the smell with the vintage version actually. So if you know this perfume, don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget also to subscribe to my channel, and I see you very soon for another video. Bye.